Virgo, how are you doing, Virgo? I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to my channel, Adrian H here, intuitive psychic reader. And this is a general message for you, Virgo, for focus period 6 till 22nd June, or whenever you see it is the right time. So we're taking this reading all the way to the sort of where we have the solstice starting, which is 21st to 22nd of June, longest day, longest night. And also the start of Cancer season, really a time when the veil is very thin, so you can welcome in all the nurturing vibes of the crab, because obviously on the 22nd, June the 22nd, when it's officially Cancer season, Mercury also goes direct, which is your ruling planet, which means a lot of clarity is on the way. So if you are seeking for clarity, clarity shall be provided for you. But let's look at what's happening in the interim. Okay. Also there with around, say, June the 13th, where the Sun squares Neptune, listen to your intuition. That's been coming out in a lot of the readings that we were doing. Listening to your intuition, following the daily messages that I post for you. Okay. Now I'm going to take a look at your tarot, your current energy, your recent past, what's coming towards you. We're going to clarify. I'm also going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 questions at the end of the reading, all right? So any 3 questions that you have in your mind, I'm going to draw 3 cards for those. So if you stick around until the end, you can also ask those questions. First and foremost, Virgo, before we do anything, let's connect in our heart space using the beautiful crystal ball over here. With a piece of Moldavite at the bottom, and Moldavite's an incredible crystal for, I just have a tiny piece over there really, but it's so beautiful. And Moldavite was formed a couple of years ago when a meteorite hit Earth. And as some of you may know, that the Earth is slightly, like the axis is a little bit turned, boom, meteorite hit it. Okay, but we are still here because we're always divinely protected. So let's take in a nice deep breath. If it's safe for you to close your eyes, if obviously not, don't do so. Let's just connect in our heart space. Taking a nice deep breath, welcoming in our guides, our guardians, our guardian angels, all the positivity and all the beauty in life that's available for you, Virgo. So savoring that breath and releasing all resistance. Okay. So I'm going to start off your reading by first drawing for you a law of attraction card. What is it that the universe, how beautiful is that card? What is it that the universe would like to communicate to you, Virgo, for the spirit through this reading? Spirit guides and guardian angels, what do we want Virgo to know, please? Okay, not sure what happened over there. A little bit divided maybe over an issue, trying to make up your mind over something. Spirit guides and guardian angels, can you please assist my beautiful Virgos? What do they need to know? What do they need to be aware of? What do they need to experience? I'm not going to take all of those cards. I'm going to take the top one. I'm not going to look at what the other ones are. And it says, by segment intending, I can expand my time. Now, let me first just, and this is something that's really brilliant for you, specifically Virgo. By segment intending, what we are speaking about is that, so this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. So you focus on it, focus on it, focus on it, instead of trying to, focus on everything all at once. Also there, it's got the card is number 55. Which is a card of new beginnings. It's that next step. In angel numbers 55 lets you know that your heart's desires are busy coming true, Just because you don't see everything happening right now doesn't mean that it's not happening. Number 5 is a number of new beginnings in numerology. 5 plus 5 together equals 10, which again is a number of endings, new things coming, new starts, new beginnings. All right, this tree is beautifully in bloom here, sort of connecting with the sky and the clouds, really confirming that everything is really all one. What does it say at the back? It says, as you become efficient with your segment intending, you will expand your usable time. And this is something that you, Virgo, are generally really incredible at. By being clear about what you want during each important segment of your day, you will harness the law of attraction to do its work. And it will require far less time for you to accomplish much, much more. Okay. So Virgo, if you've been feeling overwhelmed, if you've been feeling that there's not enough hours in the day, if you're feeling that there's hardly a moment to breathe, we're going to look into your tarot, but this really lets you know that you're not really doing yourself any favors over there. Okay, I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot for this one, and this is the newer one, which was a gift from a beautiful, beautiful subscriber of mine, actually one of my private reading clients. So I'm going to take this one, came out first. So I'm going to take it in the sequence that it came out. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what we have. So the first card for your recent past, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a space of considering and reconsidering. This is a space of making plans, sort of getting clarity about the action that it is that you need to take next. So this is you in your recent past, Virgo. Needed to make some decisions there. Maybe some decisions about home and about money and about work and about how you spend and where you save. And that might be one of the reasons why many of you are feeling that you're very overwhelmed at the moment, because you need to make these decisions. I feel there's almost like it's almost like you're being pressed for time, like you're being pressed to sort of, make up your mind and make a good decision and that sort of thing. And many of you might not be 100% certain what exactly it is that you need to choose, what it is that you need to do next. It feels very sort of blurred to you. Ace of Swords is the energy in your current space. And this is a space of gaining clarity. This is divine intervention. This is the universe stepping through. Sometimes with the Ace of Swords, the way that we come about information, it can sometimes drive us a little bit to tears where you are at the moment. So maybe you've just found out some very, on news that feels very unfortunate, that is very heartbreaking. Maybe you've just had that sort of big emotional dump sort of thing, where sort of bad news or challenging news is just sort of, dumped on you, and you're like, oh my goodness, what do I even do with this? So this is the current space where you are at. But this is also a space that, even though it has a very overwhelming experience, it also brings light into a situation, and this is one of those spaces. Let's just assume, say maybe you really had your heart set on a job, or maybe a person in a relationship, or a place of accommodation, or a car, or anything like that. You really wanted something. Maybe you're an actor, wanted a part in a play for some reason that's coming up quite strongly in my mind, and then you didn't get it. And maybe you find out there was a little bit of foul play involved. Maybe you thought somebody was your friend and they sort of weren't, and all those type of things. This is one of those spaces that can hurt sometimes, but it's better to normally find out whatever it is that you find out here sooner as opposed to later. Okay? Because it is still a positive space. It really, really is. And then in the energy coming towards you, you've got the Three of Pentacles. This is a space of new starts and new beginnings. So you started there in the recent past, and you put out something that you want to have. Some of you had some really big problems, problems with money. Maybe you're the provider. Maybe, part of your income for some reason won't be available anymore. This is a very stressful space often. Okay? And so there's some sort of solution that came about here. Maybe you are, I feel that for some of you, maybe somebody had some sort of disappointment, and because of their disappointment, you're sort of, that sort of brings a solution for you. And some of you may feel very guilty because you think that you brought that about. But remember that, first of all, nothing happens to a soul without their permission. And secondly, maybe that situation, that circumstances happened exactly as the way that it should have happened. And because you actually come from a positive space and you've been asking the universe for help and assistance, that's why it's coming through for you. And there's a space of new beginnings coming about. Now, I feel that as you're going forward, you're getting a space to sort of lay down the law, so to speak. To let people know exactly sort of like what is what, that sort of thing. There is a space where you are actually heading, and I would encourage you as you go forward to, yes, you can be kind and respectful and all those things, but always remember to be kind and respectful to yourself first, Virgo. And it's very important to remember in the space going forward, as sort of like, how would we put this, evaluate and sort of determine sort of like the laws, the ground laws, as you sort of work with it, and sort of compromising, working together. Remember that, and this is just something I want you to bear in mind, okay? Because this is a space of getting clarity. And I would encourage you to do this because especially with sort of June the 20th, we've got Jupiter going into retrograde. Now, Jupiter is that planet with the sort of like those light beams, sort of like those gas beams around it, really. Quite an interesting story with that. But Jupiter is all about our planet of luck, and around the 20th, it sort of like brings you things that you might have overlooked. So if you really need to make incredibly important decisions, if possible, try your best to wait until at least the 21st to sort of, make that definite decision. But of course, because it sort of starts in June the 14th, with that Saturn rising sort of square Uranus, where it's sort of like about boundaries and freedom. Okay, so that is definitely something for you to think about, because that's coming up for you quite a lot in your actual reading, Virgo. You're using the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck to clarify your reading. What is it that Virgo needs to know? Spirit guides and guardian angels. Let's get them one more card. What is it that Virgo needs to know? Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I was thinking to myself for a moment, oh, where is this reading going? So first of all, there in your recent past with the Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. This is quite profound energy, because I feel that there are certain things that already weren't working out. Maybe people very close to you, people that you love, which obviously always makes it more challenging. But there's a space here of something that wasn't working out. Maybe you were trying to sort of, I don't know, do your best, overlook certain things, not get too into it, all that sort of thing. But there were certain things here. There was a situation here that was already problematic. This is almost like when you think of like a pot of stew that is bubbling, and the pot is quite full, and it's on quite high heat, and there's a lid on top of the pot, and there's no space for that lid to sort of breathe. There's that steam, there's that pressure that's building up inside. So this is sort of that situation over there. It sort of was a very tangible energy to start off with already there in the recent past, and that is why you were looking at sort of like alternate plans, really, is what I'm getting. Okay, and then in your current energy, there with the Ace of Swords, clarified by the Temperance card, this is exactly what I was speaking about, and this is beautiful, and I'm so glad that it's being, sort of like outlined for you in this way, because this is a space when you really, really look at it, where even though you might not like the way things come about, the truth or anything, the way that it comes about, it gives you great freedom. You get to really open your heart. You get to be the one who sort of determines the way things are going to go. And this is the wonderful thing about you, Virgo. You are very good at taking the lead in any case, even though often, Virgos, you're hesitant to do it. You are perfect for this job. All right, so whatever is happening over here, whatever is kind of like falling apart or coming apart at this particular point in time, this is an opportunity for you to shine. This is an opportunity for you to really step up to the plate, to show people exactly who and what you are made of. This is your opportunity. This is the chance that you have been praying for. Okay. This is basically what you've been praying for. And there were Three of Pentacles and the Star. If you can have faith in the universe, if you can have faith that life has got your back, if you can really have faith that the beautiful essence of life has got your back every single step of the way, Virgo, as you take that new path, as you take that new brave path, things can work out for you so much more beautifully than you would have even dreamed of. Okay. Let's get you those three questions that I was speaking about at the end of the reading, Virgo. Let's get you those three questions. Okay. So you want to ask three questions, whatever questions it is on your mind at the moment. And let's see what the universe has got for you. So Spirit Guides and Guardian Angels. First one is out. It says within the next few weeks. Okay. So whatever your question may have been, within the next few weeks, it's busy coming to pass. All right. And sometimes we get disappointed when we see that, because what we obviously want, we want right now. But life always knows this. Okay. Second question, please. Spirit guides and guardian angels. What does Virgo need to know? Please guide my hand as you flow through me as I'm a conduit for the energy, for the message. What is it that Virgo needs to know, please? What is it that Virgo needs to know? Spirit guides and guardian angels. There we go. Number 2. It says that there's something better for you. Okay? And this is something that can be very hard sometimes for us to accept. That there's something better that's available for us. There's something better that's coming for us. Because, let's just imagine you love this job, you love this place of accommodation, you love this relationship, maybe you want to get involved with this person. And now it says there's something better available for you. Obviously with people, when we say there's something better available, it doesn't mean that that person is oh so horrible and bad. It just means that there's a better match available for you. Okay. Somebody was more suited for you. And maybe you're more suited for them. All right. It goes both ways. Third question, please. Spirit guides and guardian angels. What is it that we need to know? What is it that you'd like to communicate? And it went in reverse, but so it went in reverse like that, which means some of you are not feeling ready, and maybe you are dealing with a Cancer, because when I was, after I meditated and I cleansed this deck for the Cancer reading, this card fell out on the floor, which is always a powerful message to me, and it also came out in reverse. All right, so you are ready. You may not feel that you are ready, but you are most definitely ready. Okay. So I hope that helps you, my beautiful, beautiful Virgos. If you liked the video, I'd really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember, you subscribe to hit the notification bell. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, my email address is down below in the description. You can send me an email. If you'd like to learn how to read the tarot for yourself, there is also a link in the description that is taking you to my detailed online tarot course, where you have lifetime access. And also, I'd really like to just lastly thank you from my heart, all of you that are making these beautiful donations to me, because it helps me to really help other people, which is something that I'm very, very passionate about. So thank you so much. Love and light. We'll see you on the daily messages. Ciao, ciao, ciao.